Namaskar. In this video, we would be doing from question number 10th onwards of exercise 3C, ICSE 9th, laws of motion. The previous questions are done in different videos, the link for which will be there in the description below. If you like the videos, kindly share it with your friends and do subscribe to the channel. So let's start with it. A force acts for 10 seconds on a body of mass 2 kg initially at rest. So it is given that the body was initially at rest. The force is then withdrawn and the body moves with a velocity of 2 meter per second. So when the force is withdrawn, it moves with a velocity of 2 meter per second. Find the magnitude of force. So here mass is given as 2 kg. Time for which the force acts is given as 0.1 seconds. Final velocity is given as 2 meter per second. And since it is given initially at rest, so we would take u is equal to 0. So v is equal to 2 meter per second, t is equal to 0.1 second, and m is equal to 2 kg. So since we have to find the magnitude of the force, we would be finding the acceleration first and then we have the mass, so we can find the force. So we will be using the acceleration formula that happens to be v minus u by t, that is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. So I can write that as 2 minus 0 divided by 0.1. So that happens to be 2 divided by 0.1. That happens to be 20 divided by 1, which is 20 meter per second square. So acceleration is 20 meter per second square. Now it is simple. I just use the formula F is equal to m into a, that is force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass happens to be 2 kg and acceleration happens to be 20 meter per second square, which we had just found out here. So I multiply 2 into 20 and I get it as 40 newtons. Now getting to the next question, that is question number 11 of exercise 3C ICSE 9th. A body of mass 500 grams initially at rest. So mass is given as 500 grams. Now I would be converting that to kg since grams is not the SI unit. So I divide 500 by 1000 and I get it as 0.5 kg, as you can see here. So initially at rest, that means initial velocity is 0, is acted upon by a force which causes it to move a distance of 4 meters. So distance is 4 meters. That means I will take S as 4 meters. Time is given as 2 seconds. So it takes 2 seconds to move 4 meters. Calculate the force applied. So similarly, here also we would be finding the acceleration, but we cannot use v minus u by t here because v is not there. So we will have to use s is equal to ut plus half at square. I substitute the values s as 4, u as 0 into t as 2 plus half, a I keep it as a only, into t square happens to be 2 square. So that is what is written here. 4 is equal to 0 into 2 plus half into a into 2 into 2. Now here 4 is equal to, here 0 into 2 happens to be 0 and here 2 and 2 cancel, so I'm just left with 2a. So I can write 2a is equal to 4, or a will be equal to 4 divided by 2, that happens to be 2 meter per second square. So we have got the acceleration. Now we would be using F is equal to m into a. So that happens to be m was given as 500 grams. I converted it to kg here, and that happens to be 0.5 kg. So it is 0.5 into 2, that happens to be 1 Newton. So getting to the 12th question of exercise 3C ICSE 9th. A car of mass 480 kg. So mass is given as 480 kg, moving at a speed of 54 kilometer per hour. So initial velocity is 54 kilometer per hour. Here we should understand that it was moving at a speed of 54 kilometer per hour, is stopped by applying brakes. So that means final velocity is 0 in 10 seconds. So time happens to be 10 seconds. Calculate the force applied. So it is simple here. Here 54 kilometer per hour, we need to convert it to meter per second because this is not the SI unit. And then we have the value of V as 0, U is 54, which I would be converting, and time is 10 seconds. So once I get the value of acceleration, I can easily find the force. So I just write the given data. M is equal to 480 kg, U is equal to 54 kilometer per hour, final velocity is 0, and time is equal to 10 seconds. So I convert 54 kilometer per hour to meter per second. That happens to be 54 into 5 by 18. So 18 into 3 is 54. So 3 into 5 gives me 15 meter per second. So initial velocity happens to be 15 meter per second. Now acceleration, to find the acceleration, I'm doing v minus u by t. So final velocity is 0 minus u, we changed it to 15 meter per second. So 0 minus 15 divided by 10 happens to be minus 1.5 meter per second square. So the acceleration is minus 1.5 meter per second square. Now we would be doing F is equal to m into a. So mass was given as 480 kilos in the question. So I write it as 480 into a, we just got it as minus 1.5. So I substitute minus 1.5. We get this as minus 720 Newton. So this means that the force applied is in opposite direction. The force applied is in opposite direction. Since force happens to be a vector quantity, if we get negative, that means the direction of consideration is opposite. So this was a easy question. Getting into the 13th question, which will be the last question for this video. A car is moving with a velocity of 30 meter per second. It is stopped in 2 seconds. So here initial velocity will be 30. Stopped in 2 seconds means final velocity is 0 and time is 2 seconds. So I have written the given data. So u is 30 meter per second, final velocity is 0 and t is 2 seconds. By applying a force of 1500 Newton through its brakes. So F is 1500 Newton here. Calculate change in momentum. So the first part of the question has asked us to find change in momentum. So for finding change in momentum, we would be needing few things here. But before that, I find the value of acceleration, that happens to be v minus u by t. So v was 0, u was 30, divided by t was 2. So we get it as minus 15 meter per second square. That means it is retardation of 15 meter per second square. The vehicle is slowing down. Now I do F is equal to m into a, or m is equal to F by a. So what I do is I take the force as minus 1500. Now why did I take minus? Here it is written as plus. So the reason I took minus 1500 is, since it is slowing down, the force will be negative because it is in opposite direction. So that is why I have taken minus 1500 divided by acceleration. We got it as minus 15 from here. So I substituted it as minus 15. So minus and minus cancels. We get it as 100 kg. So force mass is 100 kg. So mass, the total mass is 100 kg. Now getting into change in momentum, so that would be final momentum minus initial momentum. Change, whenever they ask in the question, just remember that you need to subtract the two quantities. Suppose uh, let's say I had 100 rupees and now I have 60 rupees. The change in amount will be 100 minus 60, that happens to be 40 rupees. Similarly, whenever they ask you change in momentum, you need to understand that it's going to be final momentum minus initial momentum. If they would have asked change in velocity, we would have done final velocity minus initial velocity. So here final momentum is m into v minus initial momentum is m into u. Final momentum is written as mass into final velocity and initial momentum is written as mass into initial velocity. So I can take m common from these two terms, and when I take m common from these two terms, I get m into v minus u by nothing here, only m into v minus u. So I just substitute the values. That happens to be 100 into v is 0. It's given in the question. Final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 30. So we do 0 minus 30. That happens to be minus 30 into 100, which happens to be minus 3000 kg meter per second. So minus 3000 kg meter per second is the change in momentum. We need not write the minus sign, so we can write change in momentum is 3000 kg meter per second. So the B part of the question had asked retardation produced in the car. So that we have got it here, 15 meter per second square, as you can see here. And then the C part had asked mass of the car. That also we got it here. So that was 100 kgs. So I have marked it with equation B and equation C. So that completes this video. We would be doing the next few questions, the next remaining questions in the next video, the link for which would be there in the description. Dhanyavad.